I'm pleased to be able to announce the awarding of diplomas from the Belfer Institute for Advanced Biomedical Sciences to postgraduate research trainees, also known as postdoctoral fellows, who this month complete their training programs at the college. The names of the recipients and their departments are listed in your programs. The Master of Science degree in Clinical Research Methods is being awarded to 12 scholars this year. They received their education under an NIH-funded program to support clinical and translational science. As emphasized in Dr. Horwitz's address, this is an enterprise vitally important to our nation's health and to which Einstein is making significant contributions. The degree signifies advanced training in clinical research methods provided to a select group of physicians and medical students who will be receiving their diplomas in a separate ceremony. Their names and research descriptions can also be found in your programs. We fully expect that all these talented graduates go on to successful careers in clinical research. In addition, we are also proud of graduates of another master's program that is the Master of Science in Bioethics. It's an Einstein-Cardozo joint degree program and is this year being awarded to 8 students. Their names too can be found in your program, and they'll receive their diplomas in a separate ceremony. Dr. Burns.
President Joel, it is my privilege on behalf of the faculty of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine of Yeshiva University and the Sue Golding Graduate Division in the Biomedical Sciences to present to you 198 spectacular candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine and 72 magnificent candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, 16 of whom are also receiving an MD degree today. This brings the total number of graduates to 8,593 doctors of medicine and 1,566 doctors of philosophy, and many of them are here today. What greater tribute can we pay than to present this group of young people educated in consonance with your own high standards of excellence, to devote themselves to the improvement of the health of the people as healer, as research scientists, and as teachers. The Sue Golding Graduate Division of the Biomedical Sciences was established in 1957 to provide opportunities for advanced study and research training in the life sciences, leading to the Ph.D. degree. We're privileged to have many of our 72 candidates participating in our ceremony today. Will Doctors Akabis, Friedman, and Berman please come forward, and will the Ph.D. candidates please rise in place?
Throughout history, science has been used for good or for evil. Particularly in our time, it is incumbent upon us to affirm our commitment to use science for the benefit of all. Therefore, I ask you to repeat the following affirmation after me. As I embark on my career as a biomedical scientist, I will strive to incorporate into my research and professional life the goals and moral principles required for the behavior of a true scientist. I therefore pledge to recognize and respect without bias the contributions of scientists who preceded me and of fellow scientists and students, to be open to new ideas regardless of my perspective, to commit to work with the highest standards of academic honesty, scientific integrity, and ethical practice, to use my training and scientific creativity to seek and disseminate truth, and to use my knowledge to assist others thereby advancing the progress of biomedical science to benefit all humanity. Please remain standing.
Will you please join me, Mr. President? Mr. President, the candidates standing before you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. They are recommended for the degree by the doctoral committee, by the dean, and the chairperson of the departments in which they pursued their studies and research. It is my privilege, therefore, to present them to you for that honor and degree.
Thank you, sir. You have successfully completed the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, as prescribed by the faculty of the graduate programs in the biomedical sciences of the Sue Golden Graduate Division. By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Yeshiva University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. In witness thereof, as you come forward, you will receive a diploma signed by the duly authorized officers of the university, that's me, and bearing its official seal, and have placed over your shoulders the visible symbol of our high regard for you and of this degree, the doctoral hood of philosophy. Congratulations.
Dean Alan Spiegel will now lead the Ph.D. candidates to the stage. Will Dr. Victoria Friedman please come to the lectern to read the names of the candidates, and will Dr. Miles Akabis and Dr. Diane Cox please come forward to the diploma area, and will the candidates please step forward as your name is called. We ask the audience to please refrain from applauding, until all of the graduates have received their diplomas.
The candidates will be hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis, Director, Medical Scientist Training Program, and by the graduates' thesis mentors. Rachel Ames, hooded by Dr. Fernando Macian. Diana Athenrockru, hooded by Dr. Rajat Singh. Brian Thomas Beatty, hooded by Dr. John Candelas. Stephen Briggs, hooded by Dr. Aristea Galanopoulou. Rabab Charfadine, hooded by Dr. David Sharp. Carmen Chow, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Jonathan Chung, hooded by Dr. Bernice Morrow. Beth Conlin, hooded by Dr. Judith Wiley-Rosette. Jessica Lawrence Dorna, hooded by Dr. Chaim Putterman. Catherine Mannix Feintuck, hooded by Dr. Johanna Daly. I.J. Frame, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Brandy Danielle Freeman Ponder, hooded by Dr. Mahalia Desrousseau. Rachel Fremont, hooded by Dr. Cameron Kodaka. Raquel Mariska Furtado, hooded by Dr. Gregoire Laveau. Paul Gianella, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Sanjita Jayakar, hooded by Dr. Jeffrey Siegel. Lisandra Jimenez, hooded by Dr. Jeffrey Siegel. Magdalena Kalinowska, hooded by Dr. Anna Francesconi. Lindsley Ann Kelly, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Matthew Ellis Klein, hooded by Drs. Brian Jordan and Pablo Castillo. Jane Kehlhofer, hooded by Dr. Jonathan Lai. Okay. Annalena Laporte, hooded by Dr. Ganjam Kalpana. I think we're going to take a little break here. The hooding process takes a little longer. Wendy Liu, hooded by Dr. Bernice Morrow. Stefania Machiarulu, hooded by Dr. Bernice Morrow. Keith Everett Mayer, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Veronica Miskolci, hooded by Drs. Diane Cox, who's over here, and Louis Hodgson. Julie Nadell, hooded by Dr. John Greeley. Rebecca Ann Nebel, hooded by Dr. Brett Abrahams. Melinda Ng, hooded by Dr. Kartik Chandran. Carrie Tishon Nicholas, hooded by Dr. Streamson Chua. Matthew Nicholas, hooded by Dr. Arnie Generick. Ujunwa Cynthia Okoye Okafor, hooded by Dr. Britta Will. Takashi Onikubu, hooded by Dr. David Schechter. Vasiliki Papa, hooded by Dr. Johanna Daly. Danielle Rose Pasquale, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Christopher Daniel Petro, hooded by Dr. William Jacobs Jr. Manuel Eduardo Sanchez Casalong, hooded by Dr. Ian Willis. Jamie Laurel Schneider, hooded by Dr. Ana Maria Cuervo. Daniel Seungju Shin, hooded by Dr. Sung Eun Shin and Fernando Macian. Emily Spalding, hooded by Dr. Gregoire Laveau. Tanisha Thomas, hooded by Dr. Harris Goldstein. Amanda Catherine Tao, hooded by Dr. Joe Verghese. Alexander Trier, hooded by Dr. Ann Mush. Dina Igorevna Tsukrov, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Yichen Wang Ji, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Jing Wen, hooded by Dr. Chaim Putterman. Ryan White, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Samantha Edna Wilner, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Young Jae Woo, hooded by Dr. Brett Abrahams. Dachuan Zhang, hooded by Dr. Miles Akabis. Congratulations, one and all.